Hello everybody, this is Tarina. So this is the second part to my recipe book set. And so yeah, that was the first one, and now I'm working on the second one, and both of them are inspired by the Stamp of the Month card inspiration from the December Stamp of the Month from Close to My Heart. And so I'm going to try to mimic that layout a little bit. And so now I'm trying not to copy the layout that I had before, but I'm trying to go for the one in the card in the middle. And I think these are the papers that I want to use, and I think that's in the order that I want to use them. So I'm going to go ahead and trim these down to the right size. Or if I remember right, close to the right size. I have to shrink it down just a bit for each layer. Now this second layer is from American Crafts, and it is a denim, I believe, a denim paper. And it's not like printed denim. It's actually got like fibers, like real fabric fibers on the front and then paper on the back, and so it's actually really cool, and it doesn't really fray either, so that's even more cool because it's less messy that way. So yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go ahead and adhere this down. And it adheres pretty well. So, and it's going to be in a sleeve anyways, so I don't really have to worry about, it coming apart or anything like that. So, oh, that just looks so pretty, just like it is. So I have taken like extra bits of this large pattern paper, and I've cut out the florals. And I'm going to try to place them kind of like at the corners. And you'll kind of see how it kind of evolves as I go. So as you can see, I'm just kind of moving things around, zoomed in a little bit so you guys can see better. I may or may not have taken a picture. I think I do take a picture of this one once I have it set up the way that I want it to be, so that I can actually remember what goes where for adhering it. And I'm not sure why I did the blues up top and the reds towards the bottom, but that's just kind of how it ended up. I did add a little bit of little pop of red, but for the most part, yep, there we go. Taking pictures so I can remember. I need to get a new screen protector. But yeah, it works pretty well. So now I'm going through my stickers. These are Jelly Bean Soup from forever ago. And I'm looking for the word dessert. And I want to add in some of these leaves. If you watch the first recipe book video, I remembered that I needed to pull in these leaves the foliage that my mom gave me for to go with a picture of like real life close-up pizza. Don't don't even ask. It would not have gone well. It would not have gone well. So I'm hoping she liked these more than a picture, close-up picture of pizza. Um, but yeah, so this one is going to be desserts, and the first one was soups and salads, and then my last one will be entree, I think. This one's dessert, and the next one's entree, because dessert uses up a lot of S's, so. And believe it or not, there's only so many letters that you can use to make an S. I guess I could have used the A or the G or whatever that was. That would have worked. Sort of. It would have looked like, it would have been a funky looking S, but it would have worked. So now I'm going to go ahead and adhere all of these into place. And this is one of the reasons why, these some of these florals are like cut in half, or they have the bottom of them cut off, and you don't even really have to worry about that. Like when you're layering, that won't even show once you get all of your pieces on there. So, it makes it so that you can use all of those pieces and they're not wasted. And I think that really makes a difference in how your end product looks too, is having all of those pieces available, even the ones that have the bottoms cut off. So I think my tip is clogged here, so use a little pin. I'm not sure what I'm doing over there in the corner, but I'm doing something. And I've gone ahead and fast forwarded it so that you guys don't have to sit and watch me put every last little piece on there. So that will be the last few pieces for the top. And I'm going to flip it over and go ahead and trim all of the extras off. Make sure it's a nice straight line. It's a good way to do it is to flip it over so that you can see what the location of the back of the paper. Instead of just guessing, sometimes you don't get the corner straight, or I don't. And I think we're going to be, there we go. There we go. Now we're going to put the word dessert on there. Again, I'm going to use my close to my heart ruler to straighten out the letters. Make sure they're even between both sides of the complete sheet. And I think I might bring them down a tiny bit because they just looked like they were a little too high. So I'm going to line up my lines with the side of the paper, and then I'm going to go ahead and adhere things down. Now, one of the things that's nice about the liquid glass is not only does it dry fast, but if you get too much on the back, and you have to kind of you have like the edge of your letter, whatever is shiny because of the liquid glass, you can just touch it with your finger over and over again, and it not only picks up the excess, but once it gets down to where there's very little excess left over, it dulls it so that's not so shiny. So it's not very easy to see it. So any overages, or like when you squish something down, the little edges get squished out, or the glue squishes out the edge. That's easy to take care of. That's also from Close to My Heart, which is the company I work for, but I liked their products before I even worked for them, so there is that. So yeah, I'm just making sure that everything is put down properly so I don't lose anything. And then I'm trying to figure out what it is that I want to do next because it feels like it needs something, I just don't know what it is. And then when I put these sequins on there, which these are the gold sequins from Close to My Heart, they come in all different sizes, and I just wanted some on there. I didn't want a whole bunch. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm like sprinkling it on there, and then anything that doesn't feel like it's in the right place, I just move it, or I switch it out with a different size or a different color and see if it works. And if it does work, then I leave it. And if it doesn't, then I just pull it off of there. So it's kind of cool that, that's one of my favorite ways to put sequins down. Generally, if I am too strict about where they go, then it ends up looking a little off to me. So I am going to go ahead and glue the ones that I left down. I think I decided to just go with the clear and iridescent in various sizes. This gold sequin pack actually has a like a foil gold. It has a like a aged gold, I guess, and a matte gold, I guess is what you call it. And then it has like a aged matte gold. And then it has stars. It has iridescent stars, like little tiny stars, and then they have medium stars, and they have large stars, and then they have they have like that. You really get a good mix in there. And then they've got the iridescent sequins that are in 3 or 4 different sizes, and then we've got the clear sequins also that are in 3 or 4 different sizes, and those are all in one bag. So yes, essentially you can just mix and match. They have several different types of sequin packs that you can get through Close to My Heart. I think I have them all. There may have been one that I didn't know. I think I got them all. I do think I have. Oh, I did not get the Halloween one. That's just not something I don't know. I don't scrapbook the cutesy Halloween stuff. Mine's more because we don't really celebrate Halloween quite. I mean, we're not like big celebrators of Halloween. Like, we like the pumpkins and we like the fall look, and we like the kids like dressing up, but they don't generally dress up like, as pumpkins or witches or, anything that has to do with Halloween. So, um, I tend to decorate my Halloween spreads a little differently than other, just like your regular um, layouts and stuff. So this was a little big, so I had to trim it down just a wee bit. But that is it. I'm pretty sure I'm done. That leaf gave me a little bit of flack because it's thicker than paper, so I had to trim that one off. And then I had to glue the sequin back on because I popped it off by accident. The glue wasn't completely dry. I'm kind of rushing this one. But yeah, this is, let's see, I'm not sure what I'm doing right now. Oh, I do know what I'm doing. I'm doing the back. I realized that I didn't have the back on there, so I'm cutting the sheet for the back of the recipe book. That makes sense. So essentially I'm just picking a color of or pattern paper that goes with the front, and then I'm going to trim it down to fit the back of the book. I just slide that in there. Make sure it's all the corners are flush because it drives me nuts when they're not straight. And then I think I put the front on. So that gave my sequins a little bit of time to dry as well. So it should fit in there. I just have to watch all of the sequins as I put it in because the plastic will catch. And I'm working my way in there. And I do want it a little bit firm because I don't want, when she's flipping through it, I don't want it just, slide right out. So I want it to be a little bit stiff to get it in there. So if you guys enjoyed this, yeah, there's my first one and here's my second one. So I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, give me a thumbs up, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And see, I'm trying out the rings here. But yes, this will be the end of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for part 3. Thanks for watching. Bye.